What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another super exciting talk show with the Art of War fam. And today we got a special guest here today. The one, the only, Nassim from Tim, England, has flown across the pond to be here with us today. What's up, Nassim?
Hello, thanks Nick, thanks for having me. Good to be here, excited to speak today. Got a lot to talk about. Functionally immortal units to speak about.
That's right, that's right. We got a whole brand of functionally immortal cultists to share with you. But what are you doing here, dude?
Dude, I'm just here to hang out. That's what I'm here
You flew
for.
all the way from England just to hang out?
Damn, no.
Vibes, dude. That's what it's about here. So yeah, we're here to talk some shop, talk about Warhammer, generally make you happy, make us happy, and talk about things. So
Share some knowledge.
what have you? The world's been different, right? 11th edition has come out, and we've covered a lot of that. Like we've done literally tons of content, over 150 videos in June, by the way, covering 11th edition. But you know what? That's all our perspectives on the matter. I want to hear from you, Nassim. What's going on with you and your 11th edition journeys?
Dude, there's been a lot going on. As you can probably imagine, it's WTC season, right? So the prep time is like insane. We've done it lots of years in a row. So just a lot of that, practicing for WTC, loads of list testing, getting to grasp of a new edition with little turnaround time. Just a lot of 40k with a lot of different factions, and it's a lot of Warhammer, even for me.
It's a lot of Warhammer. It's like
really
exciting, right now.
Yeah,
like I can't stop turning my Warhammer brain on. You know?
I can't.
Sometimes like I gotta do my actual job here at War, but I want to do the Warhammer. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's like the best time to be off because I'm off all of July, so I'm just
Just off all of July.
Just off all of
What
July.
magical job do you do?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. About
Don't
that.
worry. Don't ask this question.
Can I have that magical job?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're off all of July, and you went from too much Warhammer to flying to the Art of War Streamhouse, where surely there is no more Warhammer going on.
Surely.
Surely.
Not enough.
Well, is that part of your training regime, coming over here and seeing what our secret sauce is?
Exactly, dude. Like espionage.
Well, what happens behind the Art of War videos? So tell me, Nassim, during a transition year change when there's a new edition, WTC is in August, the edition changes in June. That gives you 2 months to master the edition,
2 months.
come up with your perfect team composition, the best lists, and then defeat all of your enemies, vanquish your foes, claim victory over the rest of the world.
That's the ideal.
How's that going for you?
Pretty good. Pretty
good?
good, I would say. Pretty good. I mean, like, I've gone through one of these before in my first WTC.
Yeah.
Like, I had to transition from 9th to 10th. And that, I'm pretty sure you can imagine, that was like GSC 4,000 points of army.
Yeah.
Elder Wraith, like, point, delete.
Oh, yeah.
So,
10th edition
so-
WTC was
yeah,
time.
Yeah, so I transitioned into that during my first year of WTC. So I've kind of already got that like chaotic mayhem running through the minefield experience where what's going on. But so it's a little bit easier this year, but I can definitely tell with some of our like newer starters, they're feeling a lot of the what's going on. There's so much happening.
Yeah, at this point, you've gone from the young baby to a now veteran Warhammer player over here.
did.
Now you're helping lead the new generation in.
I've aged.
You've
Look at me.
aged.
I've aged.
Not
dude.
like me. Nice. So, are you feeling good about it with your team and all that, the preparation?
Yeah, feeling good. I'm feeling excited. I'm kind of like, I'm just ready to just go to WTC.
Yeah.
Mainly because I want to see everyone there, right? Because like when you play Warhammer and you go to all of these events, the same with you, right? You've got this network of people that you speak to, people internationally that you, I guess, don't always get to see. So it's quite fun to go out there, battle your ideas against theirs. It's like, oh, why did they do this? Why did they do that? It's like, oh, that's interesting. You're like, oh, that's terrible. Clearly, that's terrible. And that army ends up being one of the better armies in the game. And just like, oh, I miss out on something. So I'm kind of excited to reach that stage there. But there is allegedly a big update happening in July.
Well, one can hope. There's a lot of rules that need a little clarification here
Yeah.
and there. A lot of space marines are still broken. Can we fix that, please?
No, I think they're fine. I think Eldar needs some more nerfs to be honest.
Dude.
Yeah. And Guard needs some more nerfs. They're a bit too strong.
Some do say they are definitely A tier. It depends who you ask. We'll cover that in just a second. But first, I want to talk about like what have you found that's really new and exciting in a not obvious way. I mean, obviously, Space Marines are good, Guard are really good, other factions are very good. What's surprising to you?
I think what's surprising to me is actually generally like how strong infantry-centric armies are now with hidden mechanic and how that works.
Like hordes?
Yeah, like Horde specifically, right? I mean, you'll see it with like Green Tide, with any form of like Horde army like that. Comes from a lot of infantry bodies with high OC that doesn't just fall over to melee pressure. those types of armies really benefited from the changes in 11th edition because they are now a lot harder to interact with. Whilst before you can cross-map, shoot them, just delete them with like a town unit. Now all of a sudden you have to enter a certain threat range of like 15 to 12 inches to actually interact with those, and that makes it a little bit more annoying to actually deal with.
Yeah, and another element of the Horde army, I'm thinking specifically Horde orcs over here, is like if you just charge a random orc squad because you have melee in your army, you want to kill some boys, you have to run through the heroic gauntlet, and then like guys killing 20 boys, heroics, you lose your own unit in your turn,
And then
they get to move 2d6 on the charge, pile in, consolidate, and then they call the WOG, dude, and then the game's over.
The game's done, dude.
The game's done.
The game's done.
100 orcs.
Yeah,
in your
there's like a
face.
lot that's changed. Like heroic got a lot more powerful.
Heroic's crazy.
Because now you get to like you have all of the information you need. Same thing that I'd argue with Overwatch. Even though Overwatch technically isn't as strong because you don't have the reroll hits elements part of it or the way to be more consistent with it. The fact that you can do it at the end of the phase now means you have all of the information that you require. So units that were good at Overwatch and before that had access to sustained hits or lethal all of a sudden are a lot better. But also units that have torrent access with like flamer units that are dedicated, whether that's Ball Predators, Infernus, Marines, or any other unit, you have the full information access. And you can't like bait out an Overwatch anymore. It's like an actual unit that you want to do it on.
Now, how are you finding shooting in general as like a concept? Because obviously hidden exists, cover's different. Do you think shooting is like bad?
No, I think shooting's still very good. I think you have to be able to like you can't have slow shooting. And what I mean by that is you can't just move 6 inches, shoot cross map like you did before in 10th edition. That's just fundamentally not something that exists anymore, which for the betterment of the game, in my opinion, because I didn't like getting shot by a dreadnought from the other side of the board.
Yeah, no, the dreadnought blowing you up from your deployment zone does suck.
Or like a Repex, like I see my tip on your tip there.
The John Lennon special.
Yes. John Lennon's like, I see you there. I'm going to do Oath of Moment and Storm of Fire, you're dead. You're like 13 inches away.
Yeah.
So I like those forms of changes. I think in terms of the shooting is definitely a lot, it's still very powerful, if not more powerful. But that comes with certain types of shooting. And then that will be more so with shooting that has access to, redeploys, like up-down shooting, like Death Watch or Raven Guard, or like those other armies. Or potentially also shooting that is just very fast and access to like speed. Like, Tau, for example, advance and shoot, fly everywhere. So you can actually deliver the shooting into the hidden areas of the board with max efficiency.
Yeah. I'm going into the GW Open in Tacoma next weekend, actually. That is coming up. And I'm really trying to figure out what I'm going to play, lock in my list and all that. And when I'm thinking of the meta and like what I need to make sure my list can handle, on one hand, I've got like 120 boys with gas. Like, okay, I got to make sure I got a real answer for that horde problem. Totally agree. Hordes are a very strong way to play Warhammer right now. And on the other side, there's like 5 Big Knights, Scintillating Legion with the 3 birds and Be'lakor. Total opposite end of the spectrum. We just got 4 or 5 super powerful destructive models that are very hard to deal with. Yeah. And it's like, okay, building a list that can handle 120 boys and 4 chickens and Be'lakor at the same time, very difficult.
Yeah, very counterintuitive because you want anti-horde clearance that has to go through essentially cover, so everything's going to be much harder to hit. So it's going to be quite annoying to get through that.
Right.
And then you have to go through big stuff with 4-up invons that will also have cover and has rerollable saves because they have fate, like, fate dice, miracle dice, what?
Flux tokens,
dice,
flux tokens,
thing.
Nassim, come on.
Same thing, cheat dice. There you go.
This is why I'm the professional. I got you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, flux tokens. So like you've got those 2 ends of the spectrums where you want to be able to deal with both of those. However, if you bring a list that's maybe 2 all-comers, 3 down the middle, you can deal with neither.
Right.
So that's the issue that you may run into.
And that's, part of the challenge. Because I do love my mid-range, balanced, all-comers list that is nice, balanced Warhammer. But, then you put it up against the extremities of the meta, and it's like, man, didn't bring enough shots for that.
Nope.
So,
too many boys.
It's definitely going to be interesting. Because I think Tacoma's the first super major of 11th edition, at least to my knowledge. And it's definitely going to be a telling one, since it's going to be a GW Open. A lot of people come to those things. All kinds of weird ideas get seen and tried. So I'm excited because the meta is more wide open than it has been in actually like 3 years.
Yeah.
And unlike 10th edition, when that released, we don't have the obvious Wraith Knight. There are things that are powerful. There are things that are like definitely very good and very easy to see. But it's not just like herp to derp, let me roll a 3, turn it into a 6, and auto destroy your army. Like,
or 4,000
it's not
points
like
of
that.
GSC, thankfully.
Yeah, there's not 4,000 points of GSC. You remember that GSC mirror we played at ATC?
Yeah, dude, that was best game just won 11-9.
It was the first game Nassim and I ever played. He came all the way over for England just to lose. And he came in.
This guy, dude.
We got
This guy.
GSC mirror. Both of our armies came back to life. It was like 4,000 points versus 4,000 points. Nothing we did mattered in this game.
It was the best. It was the best.
It's like we could just blow each other up, come down with everything, and then just revive and do nothing.
Dude, we really did. I just remember, like, there was a one point where I was like, I'm going to rapid ingress, and you're like, you're going to actually play Warhammer here? I was like, I might as well.
Yeah, I might as
I
well.
did just for in 11-9.
Yeah, you tried to win that game, and I punished you for it.
Yeah, you did. You got that. You
I
got that 11, dude.
Some call it luck, some call it skill. The W's the W, dude.
W's a W. W's a W. I'm just a poor young man.
I know. I was beating up on the young kids.
Exactly.
It's what old people do. So yesterday we came out with this tier list. I don't know if you've heard.
Beautiful. I think
There's a few views on it. What's interesting to me as one of the creators of this tier list is we spend like a lot of time refining the tier list, working on the tier list, talking through the different things on the tier list. Then we write the list and we make the points and then we film it and then we have to edit it and then we have to make sure it's all nice and cohesive. Like this is a 12-person project at this point. It takes weeks. So for all of that 1-hour and 40-minute video to be still down to 3 minutes, 3 minutes where Tucker talks about Astra Militarum,
it's the best.
That kind of sucks, but I get it. Some people disagree with one of our takes. We said Astra Militarum is A tier. Some people think they're B tier, C tier, D tier. Worst army in the game tier. Maybe some people think they're really good in S tier. Who knows? But from my perspective, it's like, can we just stop hyperfixating on the one moment of this video and we can focus on the forest instead of the tree? There's more than one tree in the forest.
It's true.
What do you think, though? What do you think about Astra Militarum?
Honestly, Astra Militarum are in an interesting position because I think in 10th edition, they were arguably the most consistently best army throughout the edition.
I'm not going to lie. I don't play Astra Militarum.
Yeah.
I've only played against them once in 11th edition, so my take on Astra Militarum definitely is a little, undereducated. But I've been bad touched by them all through 10th edition. Let me tell you, you've beaten me countless times, John's beaten me countless times, Name of the Fish put me underwater. Let me tell you, dude, there's no way you take that same set of rules, that same codex, and it just translates so poorly over to 11th edition that it is useless. There's just no way.
So there's been some benefits and some... So if you actually analyze the pros and cons of Astra Militarum going to 10th and 11th, there's pros and there's cons to it.
There's pros and cons.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to both. Some of the obvious cons is they went up in points. The stringing matters a little bit, not a crazy amount in my opinion. You have the resource assets. But the biggest con really is towards the output, which is quite funny because the army, essentially the AP1 weapons technically got better. However, Astra Militarum, one of the biggest issues for it is that it's fundamentally a BS4 army. And then in 10th edition, you would make that BS3 with take aim. So you could, hit on freeze and edge out the curve for damage, essentially. And it played 10th edition really well because it was really good at the 9 primary, holding its own primary, and just winning, edging a primary lead. Now you translate that over to 11th edition, some key units are still very good. Scions are still very deadly, if not more, if probably deadlier. The infantry is a little bit less durable because, it doesn't get an additional +1 save, but it has -1 to hit, so it's pretty close.
It also gets hidden, right? We talked about cover and hidden being great for hordes of infantry.
Exactly, so it gets better in that scenario there. But where it starts to struggle is in actually denying its opponent's primary, whilst beforehand it had complete control and just here's 5 models, 10 OC.
Yeah.
For example, a key example is you play against Knights now, right? When you play against Knights before, you just tag them, you just drown them in OC, you just won the game comfortably, you had a 20 primary lead. Nowadays, you don't, that same game plan of how you would want to win with Astra Militarum in the past doesn't exist in the same manner. So I think it's less about Astra Militarum being bad, and it's just the game plan that you played with before just doesn't exist in the same way now.
Hold on. Let me pause you right there because that's a great point you just made. 11th edition is different than 10th edition. So the game plan you used before is going to have to change.
Yeah, it just it doesn't work. So you can't play in the same manner. So it's not that the army itself is bad. I don't think the army is top 4 strongest. It's definitely strong, but I don't think it's top 4 strongest. But however, I think the way that people are approaching it and where they are struggling to find success is that they're trying to approach 11th edition guard the same as 10th edition guard, which fundamentally isn't the same, right? You can't play against knights in 11th edition the same way you played against them in 10th edition. So you have to come up with a new form of game plan. And what that comes with is essentially accepting that some of the key units that you had before, like Kassakin and transports, those being not as good, but still potentially necessary to how you want to play the game. So taking a unit or two of those still. Taking your reliable damage dealers with scions. And like when you're taking tanks, you maybe don't take as many tanks. You take one tank in like Grizzle that has access to ignore cover. So all of a sudden that one tank is actually doing more damage in 11th edition compared to 10th. Because with Guard, like you have the flexibility of still having loads of OC, still being really good at holding your own primary. It's just you have to find new ways of impacting your opponent's primary and looking through those dispositions and how to approach that. And I think that's going to be a bit more of a learning curve when it comes to Guard, because a Guard essentially played 10th edition the exact same way throughout the whole 10th edition. So it's like, old habits die hard type of scenario, and it's new edition. The primary that you play is different fundamentally, so you just have to approach it that way.
Yeah, I agree completely. Like, the game plan is going to have to change. And maybe ultimately, the guard end up not being A tier. They end up being a little bit worse. They put them B tier. Is this reason to cancel Art of War? I don't know. Just personally, I don't think so. We've had takes before. We've been wrong before. But, life goes on. The ocean still keeps coming. The sun rises and sets. It's all going to be fine.
The Earth spins.
The Earth keeps spinning, dude.
Earth spins, dude. Earth spins.
The Earth is flat, actually, and does not spin. That is a myth.
You are very American.
That's right. Thank you, Mark. They needed to know I was in fact kidding. Otherwise, talk about how to get our work canceled. You never know. No, I agree, and I'm sorry for the horrifically offensive post we made yesterday of putting Garden A tier. I didn't realize that people would actually threaten to murder us over that, but. I don't want to take it back. I'll stand by our opinion, but with the caveat of we could be wrong, and it's just an opinion, and it's just Warhammer. So maybe we don't lose our minds over it, right? It's just throwing that out.
It's great content, though.
It's great content.
Great content.
There's some other controversial takes in that tier list, too. I hear a lot of people popping off about my take about CSM being S tier. I will triple down on that one, folks, right here, right now. CSM top 3 army in the game.
Top 2.
In the game.
Top 2, dude.
Top 2 if you ask Nassim.
Top 2, maybe.
They got multiple good builds. Dude, Nassim's over here with immortal cultists. Absolutely functionally immortal cultists.
Actually immortal, dude. They don't die. Single activation.
Why don't you explain some of your immortal cultist tech over here?
Yeah, so
It is our immortal cultist. I explained in the scene that you could take cultists in a 20-man, and you save 10 points. It's 50 for 10, it's 90 for 20. And then you add an apostle to those bad boys, and all of a sudden, functionally immortality.
To a single activation. That's important. But yeah, so no, it's been playing a bit of CSM, a bit of Chaos Coach, just dabbing my hand into them. Because again, it's one of those armies where that transition from 10th to 11th has gotten better, right?
Yeah.
When you factor in hidden, the speed, the change of the charge rules, the fact that cover actually matters for them now, it's just like, it just buff over the course of 11th edition rules compared to 10th edition. And, taking 20 cultists is cheap. Add a Dark Apostle, it's 155 points. All of a sudden, you have, like in Chaos Coach, you can give them 1 CP reroll hits. And if they pass a check, which is on leadership 5 now because of the Apostle, reroll wounds, and then it has a flat +1 to wound. All of a sudden, you have 40 attacks with reroll hits, +1 to wound, sustained hits, plus the character for 155 points. So you are quite comfortably killing a chaff unit, and it's just operates similar to like an Orc Boys unit. Or Orc Boys are better because they're somehow still cheaper and more durable. But that's another topic.
That's
just another topic. But like you are recreating that, and because you have 20 wounds to go through, 22 technically before you get to the character, it's actually quite annoying to chew through in a single activation. And anything that just has one activation, that's Tower Breachers or anything else like Orc Boys of Choppers, they'll kill the 20 cultists, and then you still have the character at the end because of the change to fast rolling and how that works. You still roll those saves even if you don't have a save. And then you remove from lowest to highest. All of a sudden, your character with a 4-up invuln is quite hard to kill. And that's just a rule across 11th. Characters and units are more durable, and they intended for them to be that way. So you're just kind of leveraging that a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. So, In general, we got the unkillable cultists, and they're pretty good. We got defilers, they're pretty good. Chosen bricks, they're still really good. Huron with the gang, Masters of Maelstrom, they're very good. And honestly, I just think it's very good. CSM, very good place right now.
Yeah.
They kind of got it all. And the same way Space Marines have it all, CSM also kind of has it all. They've been really getting the Space Marine treatment lately, and I'm here for it. But also, can we nerf some Space Marines?
Oh, they're not that good. Space Marines are not that good.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Are you kidding me?
They're just fine.
Dude, they got a 1 DP detachment called Librarius Conclave. Do you know what that does, Nassim? That says you add librarians to all your units, which what does that do? That gives them a 4-up invulnerable save, because that's what librarian does, a 4-up feeling of pain versus psychic attacks, which those are better now, and also you get bonus rules. Because that's the detachment, you know, +1 to move, +2 move.
Yeah, but then I don't play blades.
1s to wound and shoot.
I don't play blades then. I don't.
Fusillade, anti-monster vehicle, 5-up on your stern guard, reroll wounds, oath the moment, reroll hits, dead.
Yeah,
Gone.
But whether your oath was dead anyways, it just dies a bit faster.
Take 2 oaths, because why limit ourselves? You know, got multiple options of getting 2 oaths in here. You can take Gilliman, you take Canik Var, ever remember heard his name? You got options days.
This guy.
Oh, sorry, this isn't about Space Marines, this is about Guard. Guard are bad, I forgot.
It's true. God, terrible. Definitely not good.
Definitely not A tier, except sometimes. Depends who you ask,
Except
really.
sometimes.
You know what?
Depends who you play against.
I'm proud of Tucker.
Depends who you
Tucker
play
couldn't be here today. I wish Tucker could be here today, because then he'd be in this chair defending his Astro Militarum pick. But you know what? He's putting his money where his mouth is. He's going to go to a GT. He's going to bring Astro Militarum. He's going to win that bad boy. And you know what? The internet's still going to find a reason to call him C tier.
C tier. Not B tier.
Not even B tier. Put him right down with agents. God forbid they hit on 4s.
Dude, hit on 4s with some rerolls.
With some rerolls. Terrible. With sustained or lethal, whatever.
Both.
Reroll hits. It's terrible. Did you know 100% hit rate comes from 4s to hit with reroll hits, sustained hits?
Yeah.
That's just a thing you can do in Guard.
Yeah.
You can just get that.
No, you'll be hitting on 3s or 2s with that and sustained.
Oh, you'll be hitting on... interesting.
Because, you know, Scions hit on 3s and if they hit on 2s, you can give them ignore cover.
Really seems bad to me.
It's terrible. It doesn't do any damage. And it has reroll wounds.
I've also seen the Bane Blades, you know, that whole chassis. I don't know how real this is. But they tow terrain. That is really good. They go through walls. They shoot real hard. I don't know, man. I think people are sleeping on these Guard lists because they're just not doing it well.
They're just trying to play 10th edition.
They're just trying to play 10th edition.
And
then, you know, there's also been a lot of controversy about us putting an illegal list up in our tier list, which, you know what? There should be. We messed up. I will own that. Our Guard list was 2,010 points. But you know what? Has anyone ever ordered a McDonald's cheeseburger with no pickles, and then they put a damn pickle on there anyway? Do you still go back to McDonald's, or was that a one and done? They had a bad customer experience, and you're like, I'm never eating that again. I think you go back to McDonald's because you're a gamer. And you know what? Come back. Our next list is going to be 2,000 points. On the nose.
2005.
1990 even. I bet Tucker could win with 1990. He doesn't need those last 10.
1980. 1980?
1980. Dude, that's fun. Anthony was winning with 1970. Anything's possible.
1975. I remember that. I guess it's a good year of it.
But so I want to get your take on this tier list, because that was like an internal Art of War tier list. We took everybody's opinions and kind of averaged them together. I don't know if you got the whole thing right in front of you, but where would you put your armies in your tier list broadly?
Space Marines C tier. I think they need some buffs. So just gotta buff them, dude.
C tier. Dude, take that. That's on the Art of War channel. Space Marines tier, C tier. All you Space Marine people, get in the comments, cancel Art of War again, and tell us how Space Marines are actually D tier. Let's go high.
That's too high, dude.
It's too high.
Off the moment, it's a terrible rule.
Yeah.
No, I think Space Marines, like S tier, A tier, they're definitely very good. They've been very good for a while, right? I think Guard is definitely in that B to A tier. So it's definitely still quite strong. Like, I would probably put it in A tier myself if I was using it. And there's what armies? CSM, S tier, definitely very strong.
Yeah.
Like, those are the armies I kind of play at the moment.
Right.
Oh, Costals as well. Those are quite strong. So A tier. Yeah. So a lot of the armies is good.
A lot of armies are good.
A lot of them is
I mean,
good.
I agree. We had like an egregiously large A tier. But honestly, I think most of the armies in the game are actually pretty well designed right now. Like, very strong, very effective, can punch up into the S tier, can definitely punch down into the B tier, can hang with each other. Like, I think A tier was like the size of B and C tier combined, if I'm recalling our tier list correct.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think, I mean, there's a lot of just good armies, right? But it's also what people need to understand very early. So you have essentially the takes from the best players in the world who play a lot of Warhammer, trying to understand the meta currently, but we're still like less than a month into 11th.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Now, what about Eldar? I put Eldar in C tier, and you know what? The Eldar community did not come after me. I think they were happy about that C tier placement. Could I put him in A tier? Absolutely, but I didn't.
Eldar needs to be deleted. No, just get rid of that. Eldar, Eldari, Drukari, Holocron,
It's gone.
just from
We don't need elves.
They lost the war in heaven. Why are they still here? Get them out of here, dude.
Because the 41st millennium is hell, dude.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you lose the war in
send them
heaven.
all to the warp. Let's Lanesh have her.
That's right. Let chaos become more powerful.
Just get rid of Eldar. I hate that army. I hate everything it stands for.
Why do you hate
it?
fun
Should never be
things?
good.
Why do you hate good things?
It should never be good. It should have never got to... The Eldar is the reason... You know what? You're suffering for your crimes of 10th edition right now. And I personally think you should suffer more.
You think
You specifically, and Eldar should suffer more. All right? This is not enough penance. You need to go through another 2 years of this.
the man
and
wins
worse.
one tournament in 2017 with Eldar, there for a decade.
I hope your army stays bad. I hope it gets worse.
Dude, I
hate Eldar.
You know what?
what?
I hate Gar. Gar is actually my least
You
favorite.
know
army
what?
in the
You know
game.
what? I don't care.
They belong in C tier. All you guys are right. Let's nerf them all again.
It's just I just despise Eldar. That's what I think. I think they're still too strong.
They're still too strong.
They're still too strong.
What's too strong about Eldar?
The fact that they still exist.
They still exist. It's too powerful. I agree.
It's too powerful, dude. Why do you ignore Overwatch? Why can you do
Well,
that?
I can want you to ignore Overwatch as my army rule. What a powerful army rule.
Well, one actually, yeah. It's too powerful, dude.
too
You get
strong.
+2 move.
Oh my god.
Dude, I gotta spend an order for that.
+2 move on the fast army. Holy crap.
Yeah, dude, I gotta spend one of my many orders on his +3 move.
Let me just give you a comparison here real quick.
I don't want it.
Just one for one.
I don't want it.
All right.
I'm
Actually, I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you two.
I didn't ask for- I
I'm
didn't-
gonna give you three.
I didn't ask for any.
I know you asked for 0, but I'm giving you 3.
I'm
Here's the first
actually
one.
asking for -1.
Here's the
Can I
first
get 2
one.
instead
All
of 3?
5 Space Marine Scouts, 65.
Let's go.
5 Eldar Rangers, 60. Now, what is the difference, you might ask?
You have
Well,
stealth
I have stealth.
and reactive move built in.
They get Oath of Moment, a power.
Oh, we're getting. Oh, you're
missile
including our
launcher.
rules into this.
Oh,
right.
yeah. Oh, we'll bring some. What do I get? +2 move on my Ranger unit? Okay.
A
Slow
reactive
down.
move. Did you
man.
reactive move D6?
That matters. And then
It does matter.
You get 2 wounds. You get T4.
Dude,
you
you've got
get strength 4. You get free up and down
You've got precision snipers.
on your trash unit.
You've got precision snipers.
My precision sniper,
got
dude.
precision sniper.
Let me annihilate that dark commune lady. Where is she? Bring her back. You're bringing that over, pain boy. I'm gonna get him. Okay. That was the lightest of my 3 comparisons. Let me keep going.
Okay.
It gets better.
Oh, does it?
5 jump pack intercessors, 85. Again, 2 wounds, strength 4, T4, charge mortals, grenade keyword, yada yada yada.
They're not even very good.
5 swooping hawks, 105. We added 20 points because we do a grenade on we move instead of grenades when we charge.
Sophomore. Sophomore.
We pay 20 more points for half as many wounds. We have less toughness.
Nick, look at me. I'm loving this.
My Eldar tears will
going.
not stop, dude. You are not going to deter
I'm loving
me.
it. This is great. Oh.
It's okay. It's
like
okay.
Christmas. I'm
Because
giving
we
my
have
presents
my next favorite one. This is actually the best.
By the way, Swooping Hawks are still good, by the way. He's just trying to gas it.
They're
Those
good.
guys move 22 inches, mortal you out of combat, shoot you with lethal hits, crit 5s, ignore cover, sustain. Get out of here. It's a good unit.
Yeah, sure. So we're JPI.
Dude, they move 14 and advance and shoot.
And you move 12, advance and charge, do some charge.
No,
rolls, 2
I don't.
wounds, T4, 85
no,
points.
I don't.
85
I don't
points.
advance in charge unless it's once per game while I'm playing Stormlance. And Stormlance is not as good as Gladius because Gladius just.
Let me get my last one. My last one's if you combat my last one effectively, then
Did I combat your last 2 effectively?
Yeah, you didn't, but I'm not here to argue about that.
The community is going to be on my side because they also hate Eldar.
10 striking scorpions. You know where I'm going with this. 10 striking scorpions, 150 points. What do you get? You like this nice 10-man unit with a bunch of strength 4 attacks, sustained hits. It's awesome, super powerful, right? T3, 1 wound. That's the elf life. 20 orc boys, 150 points. OC 40. How many strength 4 attacks? 120. Strength 5 on the log turn. What do they get in Green Tide? A 5 up and vulnerable save. Toughness 5.
They also have the guy who's got, 3 attacks, a strength 9.
And then you got a guy with the power claw in there, snip.
And he's got 2 wounds.
And they have access to come back to life strats. You know what happens in the ideal scenario where my Eldar army goes first and then uses the infiltrate rule to charge your 20 orc boys?
It kills 8 and dies.
It kills 8, dies, gets heroicked by Gazkul, dies again. Then you get to consolidate, and then lost the game. You call the wog, 20 orcs in my face, getting charged. My Eldar army did not handle that. Oh, awesome. Glad I took this melee unit of striking scorpions.
Don't take a bad unit then. That's like me saying, I'm going to take 10 ratlings.
Why do we have bad units, dude? This is the problem. This is the problem.
Everyone's got bad units. I've got ratlings.
Shut up, guard player.
Dude, I've got ratlings, dude. My guardsman costs 75 points now.
You don't have any bad units in guard.
Would you? Bad units in guard, dude. Sorry, let me take my checks, not my Punisher type. That's been absolute dog waterfall since I've been playing Warhammer. Great. How long has that been? Too long.
That only happens because
This
they
guy,
made
my
17
unit's
different
bad.
data sheets.
My
of Lehman
unit's
Russ.
bad, guys. One of my Eldar units are bad. Look
Every
at me.
Lehman Russ is its own data sheet because we got to do that instead of just giving them a different weapon option and calling them the same unit. A battle tank, a demolisher, a punisher, an exterminator, they're all the same damn tank with one different gun.
Damn right, and they get different rules. And then guess what? They're
Every
all
single one
bad.
gets its own data
They're
sheet,
all bad. That's why you
own
take
attachment
Rogue
ability.
Dawns, because you get more guns strapped to it. And it's T12, so it doesn't die too easy.
Hey, guard has too many guns. I agree, man. I
No-
agree.
It's one tank has too many guns. You shoot that Lehman Russ at 5 ranges. I'm willing to take a bet that it won't kill all 5 ranges.
Okay.
I'm willing to put real money on that.
Dude, we're gonna roll that out right after this. We're gonna roll that out. We roll it right now, but that's for a stream game. Speaking of which, we're gonna have more of those later in the week in the war room. But we'll get to that. Nassim, is there anything we got wrong in the tier list besides this controversial Astra Militarum pick and this apparently controversial CSM?
I think Space Marines should be in like B tier.
You think Space Marines are B tier? Stop trolling. I'm asking you for realsies.
Where did you place Necrons? I didn't actually.
I'm not sure. Probably A tier. Is my guess.
Yeah.
Mark can tell us. Mark's got the power.
He's ready, dude.
If you go to the very
Let's
end,
go.
Mark, you can see
Let's get it
the
out.
whole list. We can I want to just pull up the whole list, then we can look at it.
There we go.
actually. Yeah.
Beautiful. So.
He's got the buttons.
Stories in
the buttons
B tier.
on the way, dude.
Insanity.
Okay, so we got T-Suns A tier, Knights A tier, EC A tier, Death Guard A tier, Necrons A tier, Blood Angels A tier, Grey Knights A tier, Guard A tier, Dark Angels, Orcs, GSC, and Demons all A tier. So, any of those strike you as maybe incorrect in your humble opinion? Besides the Guard, we've already covered the Guard to death.
I think Custodia is definitely better than B tier. I think they're quite good.
I think Custodians are also not B tier. Jack was trying to put them in C tier, and I was like, I'm not having that. No way. I think he doesn't like the new styles of Custodians.
That's fine. You can not like new styles. Doesn't
Right,
mean
it
it's bad.
doesn't make them bad. I completely agree.
I think Eldar's too low. Should be B tier.
Eldar's too low, should be B tier.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, people were trying to get me to put Eldar higher, but I was like, you play a game with this faction. You see the struggles I deal with. All you see is the swooping hawks, the mortal wound bomb. All I see is 105 points for 5 idiots.
Yeah, that's why you take a 10 man.
That's why it's 190 points for 10 idiots.
Exactly. It's even cheaper. It gets cheaper.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
so do 10 cultists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't respect Gene Stealer Coats.
He doesn't respect the GSC. The four-armed emperor is going to have his words with you.
I don't respect Imperial Knights. I don't respect Death Guard.
When you get shot by Imperial Knights on the line,
Don't respect Dark
you
Angels.
respect them.
I think those are the only ones. I'll probably just drop them down a tier.
Yeah.
Death Guard.
Death Guard go down. I got the Defiler action.
Dark
How do you say no to
Angels.
Defilers that shoot back?
Because they suck egg.
They suck eggs.
They suck eggs, dude.
How does one suck eggs? Like you poke a hole in the top and right out, like you drink it like a cup.
Damn right. That's what I think about Death Guard.
Dude, okay. You keep that up, you'll be.
Sorry,
a
how many
bodybuilder
Death Guard
next
games
time.
have you played? Exactly.
Actually,
I don't know. That was rhetorical.
Oh,
I didn't need an answer.
My apologies. I thought your question was legitimate.
No. Yeah, I'll probably just drop down Gene Stealer Coats.
What about agents? You think that agents pick is good?
Dude.
Folger got won at second or third at Adepticon with
Dude, they
agents.
came second at Adepticon. It can't be that bad.
It can't be that bad.
Can't be that
honestly.
bad.
Let's just knock Folger up to A tier. Folger's agents are A tier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have the other 3 players. The other 3 agents players.
Yeah, dude, the other agents players can be B tier, but this D tier, nonsense.
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 That's woke. That's some woke nonsense right there. Imperial agents in D tier.
D tier.
Can't have it.
What about Yukari? You think Yukari got any sauce?
I think I hate elves.
Oh, I forgot.
In all capacity.
Okay. What about world eaters? World eaters, you know, they used to be very good. What's happened to them?
I think they just like kind of just die, dude.
What about Corn Demonkin, dude? Corn Demonkin as the world eaters build? I think that's spicy. No one's talking about that.
They've got the worst of fighters.
It's not about the crabs, man. It's about the guys.
What is that about, then? What is it about?
There's other things in the game besides crabs.
Such as go ahead.
The 20-man cultists with the Dark Apostle.
Let's go.
The functionally unkillable Dark Apostle.
That's the CSM, though.
You know what happens when your defiler shoots the cultist? Nothing. They're functionally unkillable. Hidden.
Exactly. Gotta get close, dude.
Yeah.
They also don't have enough shots, technically.
No shots.
Not enough shots.
Matt Nass, what should I play to Tacoma?
You know the answer to this.
I know the answer.
He knows the answer to this. He knows what he's taking.
Astra Militarum.
Let's go.
I would, just to put the Art Wars money where our mouth is, but I really hate guard, and I just don't play guard. I'm not the person to back up our words here, but I would if I was
You
that
got
person.
Tucker, dude.
Dude, Tucker's going to a GT.
Tucker would do
He's
it.
working Tacoma. He's got to do the stream for GW, but he's going to go to a local, slam that stuff. That's the plan.
I believe in Tucker. Trust in Tuck.
Trust and talk.
Trust in Tuck.
Tucker does that dirty work, you know?
He does that grunt work, dude. He does the chores. He does the chores, dude.
Oh, all right. So, where should we go from here? You want to talk some shop? Let's bring some English goodness into my life.
English goodness to your life. We have free healthcare.
That's some English goodness. That's
pretty good.
Sure. Yeah.
So
But we have high obesity rates.
Dude, I went out for 1 day worth of food. I believe you.
I believe you. That said he wanted to eat American while he was here.
Dude, I probably put on like 3 kg.
Dude, you can't eat American for an entire week. It'll kill you.
I'm gonna try, dude. I've got a lot of pounds to lose when I go.
When in Rome. Yeah.
No, it'll be all right. I'll be fine. I'm a big boy. I'll be a bigger boy by the end of the week.
Well, I think that's gonna wrap us up for now. I mean, there's a lot of controversy with our tier list coming out, so let us know what you think. If it's ideally a little bit not guard related in the comments section, you know, there's other factions in the game that we ranked and other things going on with our tier list. We actually tried a brand new format where instead of 2 people conversating over the tier list, we had every guest kind of going in. It was a little bit more informational, a little bit less conversational. Let us know what you think about that stuff. Because, you know, the guard tier list placing, we can work on that too, but that's not the only thing we're trying to work on. You know what I'm saying? So let us know what you think. We love your opinions and your feedback and your comments. They really help the algorithm do its algorithm thing, even the bad ones. So by hating on us, you're helping us. Just a thought.
So thank you.
Thanks.
I think it's also important to remember in the context of the tier list, right? You have players who probably sucks to say, but are better than 99.9% of other players, and those are their takes on armies that they play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to claim that we're just like largely better than the population, but these are definitely opinions based on our opinions from our experiences, because it's a very subjective tier list, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, we have like a different perspective than most people. Like we play the game and experience the game in a different way. Richard's actually the world champion, so I guess he can claim that he's better than most people.
Yes.
But in general, I think that's part of the charm of our tier list. You know, we could go copy paste the win rates and call that a tier list, but that doesn't really seem like a valuable thing to do.
It's also not the way to go, right?
There's more than one way to crack the egg and then drink it. That's right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this talk show. Hope you enjoyed special guest star Nass, who's going to be appearing in multiple games over the next couple weeks over in the War Room, which of course is where we teach all of that good content on how you actually get better at the game, learn the game, and learn some new skills along with it. So all of these cool things about where our armies are ranked are based on our experiences, and we can teach you how to use those same experiences in the War Room. We got tons of tactics videos, tons of coaching games, tons of post-game analyses, and Jack theories, and we got tons of more content coming out too. So check that out. Mark's going to hit you with the commercial real quick, and thanks so much for watching, everybody.
Peace out.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my Warhammer gameplay, it disgusted me. I crave the confidence and knowledge of experts. I aspire to the positivity and excellence of Art of War. Do not cling to the falsehoods of blaming dice and the weakness of your faction. Join Art of War and take your Warhammer journey to the next level.